Fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go on fourth down with Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Green 39! Green 39!
Again, it's Rosen. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
After the interception, here's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
All right, here we go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. off now. Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jones operating from the gun. Incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. To throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Rosen will throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. They begin with Michel on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Jones to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. Off play action. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. They'll run it here. This is James White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Throwing on first down. Jones. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Well, that second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Rosen on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Van Noy in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And it's Michel once again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jones now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing Jones. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Jones looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Rosen back into his end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. Now Rosen to throw on second down. And Nelson's got it here right side. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. First and 10 at the 14. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And incomplete here on third down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals! David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
All right, now look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The son, Reddick, able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Lucky 56.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
But now it's Rosen looking. Escaping the pressure right. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Jones lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, here's Rosen. And his throw is incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Forced out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Dorsett on the return. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And here a juke. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Jones steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Back to throw. Jones This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now it's Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this one down to the 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Set. 319. 319.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kimdichie in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
He's back to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gronkowski, the intended target.